Hey everyone. Um, I figured I should finally put, a live face to the voice. So this is my name's Grant. Obviously, I'm the EduLinx founder, an English and history teacher. So this is just an updated video to show you the major changes that have happened on the site in terms of structure and functionality. So we shut down the site to really restructure things based on what we thought providers and educators were after. And so there's a very clear distinction throughout the platform of what this site does for educators and for providers. So the first thing that really starts that change is the sign up. So you're now able to sign up as an educator and you can indicate what your interests are based on KLAs or the cross curricular priorities as well. And we will use this to keep you up to date on the different providers, programs, events, and also the free resources that we're going to be working to provide for you throughout the year. As always, it's a free platform for educators. It will never cost you a thing to sign up. But sign up is also critical because it helps us to keep tabs on the numbers that we have, and that's what really brings providers on board to make this a central space for educators. So, in starting this as a teacher, I really wanted to create a streamlined process for finding good excursions, incursions, teacher professional learning, and all in between, but also to improve the quality of it so you can leave reviews, and this helps to provide uh, providers with feedback. You can also save these as you sign up so that you can keep tabs on these if you need to. If you really liked it and you want to use it again next year, you don't have to find all that info again. You can just save them and you have that all in your dashboard. And you can also compare them to one another using sort of the preview buttons as well. So the major changes on top of that core functional shift for the users basically made it, and it's one of my goals to create EduLinx to be a sort of central hub as well for educators. So over the last couple of months, you'll have noticed that I've been summarizing the independent inquiry into valuing the teaching profession, and these have been periodically kind of shared in our Facebook groups, and also we've now basically built the space for that. So you can see the discussion page for educators is where you'll find all the news that we think is interesting or relevant for teachers. So you can keep track of those here. You'll also notice the events calendar on the right. And this is present throughout the platform for educators. And we're using it essentially as a bit of a springboard. So, as a teacher, and someone that was a year advisor for a number of years, that the role of kind of linking students with the outside world has obviously become something that's more pressing for teachers in this day and age. And so these events we know can often be used in assemblies or be hosted throughout the school year. So NAIDOC week is coming up, for instance. We have got Mental Health Month. So keeping you not only up to date about what is upcoming, but also it's an opportunity to bring on other partners that might not do excursions and incursions, but provide lots of free resources. So in these primary and secondary support pages, which you can access again at the top here, the plan is to build a couple of core posts that will be periodically updated so that you can see what are some really quality organizations and websites that have free resources for you based on KLA as well as based on those cross-curricular priorities and well-being and things like that. So these spaces, as with everything on the platform, please feel free to give your recommendations. You'll certainly see some of this stuff throughout the Facebook groups, and we're really keen to build this and create a sort of collated summary and synthesis, so you're not constantly looking throughout Google and having to sort of trawl through the internet to find these. So that's really it, to be honest. The only thing I can point out, I guess, is that we started this at the end of 2019, and within about 3 months, pandemic broke out. But the really great thing is that it's given us an opportunity to trial and error some things based on your feedback and providers, and make it the best space for you. Um, Down the track, there's plenty of potential for us to build the space from scratch and just move people over very seamlessly, and so that it has even more features than what this does now. But you'll notice throughout this year, we've brought on some really significant providers throughout, and you can always see that on the front page. And this list is continually growing. So, despite all of the speed humps throughout this year, it's been a real opportunity to build this space and make the lives of educators and education providers easier. And I think it's quite become even more prescient how important this platform will be, especially in the recovery effort. So the more signups, the better, but also continue to like, share posts, and keep sharing the platform with other colleagues. And as always, recommendations are always taken on board. So thanks a lot. Best of luck with term 4, and look forward to the break.